When the Viper met the man who can't be seen, the rivalry of John Cena and Randy Orton. And welcome back to my channel, guys. And again, this is Mikeratto. And well, for today, we're going to discuss Randy Orton versus John Cena feud, which actually, well, they had a lot of history towards each other. These two feuded for most of times, starting from 2007. So yeah, I hope you all like this video. Like, comment down below, share, subscribe. And again, this is Mikeratto. Well, these two originally met in 2005, but I think that's a one-off match. And then after that, well, they had this feud from 2007 up to, well, John Cena, well, left the WWE for his Hollywood. Well, they even had matches. So yeah, well, these two, well, they were destined to fight. They were actually OVW graduates in 2002 or something like that. But yeah, they were in OVW 2002. But yeah, Randy Orton and John Cena has been feuding from 2007 up to 2017 if you count the Wyatt family thing with Randy Orton and John Cena, which is not, well, their feud. But yeah, it's two actually, well, fought once in 2017 or twice, something like that, a mini feud. So yeah, let's talk about them. Well, for John Cena in 2007, well, he is the WWE champion by that time, and his run, well, he won it from Edge. And for Randy Orton, well, he won the WWE championship shot. Well, the Rated RKO team actually, well, they got separated because, well, you know, the two are heels. And well, for Randy Orton and Edge, things are not working out for them as the heel tag team. They want something out of each other, and they want the WWE Championship, which led to a fatal four-way match in 2007 before Edge was drafted to SmackDown. And well, they feuded. And this is also the time that Randy Orton was slowly changing his gimmick from the legend killer, slowly adopting the Viper persona, which is actually, well, during this time, despite of the same theme song, well, you see the differences between his entrance when he doesn't do the pose on the entrance stage. Instead, well, he does it on the ring, you know, his normal pose when he does his hand thing. So yeah, Randy Orton has been changing 2007. His mannerisms change from the fast pace. Well, yeah, you can see him as a fast pace from 2004. Well, you can say 2003 up to 2007 or 2012 to 2007. But in 2007 up to, well, present, well, he's slowly adapting to a slower persona, which he actually takes off his spray, which is his opponent, which he actually takes advantage of. So yeah, the two actually fought in a feud in 2007, which actually, well, they had managed to feud and insert John Cena's dad in that feud. And yeah, this feud, well, it didn't end right there. It actually continued in 2008 because, well, John Cena was injured, and then Randy Orton won the WWE Championship by Mr. McMahon awarding it, and, well, Randy Orton winning it and the second time in the same night by defeating Triple H. So yeah, these two, while defeated again with John Cena, actually returned. So, well, yeah, this time, while John Cena won the WWE Championship, well, he lost the championship because of his injury, which, well, they had a match at WrestleMania with Triple H actually being involved. Well, they had a match earlier, but yeah, Cena lost that one, or either, well, Cena didn't win the title that night. Well, yeah. And then, well, Randy Orton dropped the title to Triple H. And then, well, Randy Orton was injured in 2008. And then John Cena was injured also in 2008 after his match with Batista. Orton, well, returned in 2008, and while he feuded with Triple H in 2009. And as for John Cena, well, he focused now his turn on the World Heavyweight Championship, thus the two, which, well, separated the two from the time being. But this time, well, Randy Orton has been more venomous. You know, well, his character is fully on the Viper's side. In 2009, well, it's most played the most dangerous Randy Orton we've ever seen. He assaulted every member of the McMahon family, well, except for Linda McMahon. But you know, Stephanie McMahon, Shane McMahon, Vince McMahon, those three, which were associated with Triple H because, well, he is married to Stephanie after all, to fuel their feud at WrestleMania. For John Cena, well, he is on the World Heavyweight Championship side, which, well, he didn't had the title that long. He had the title and then he dropped it to Edge. You know, well, yeah, and then while Randy Orton and John Cena also feuded again in 2009, which Cena faced Randy Orton, this venomous, more, well, yeah, more heelish Randy Orton, which by this time, well, he had Legacy on his back. So Legacy, well, it's a three-man stable, which, well, they're actually, well, second or third generation wrestlers, which they are actually competing for more, well, let's just say their legacy for their families. Well, you had Ted DiBiase Jr., Cody Rhodes, and Randy Orton. Randy Orton being the leader, being the champion, and, well, yeah, the world champion by that stable, and Cody and Ted, well, they are actually tag team champions in some occasions. So, yeah, well, also in 2009, well, there's a rising star in the roster, and that's in the name of Kofi Kingston. So, yeah, you have to consider all of that. So, John Cena and Randy Orton by this time, well, they feuded with Cena facing a different side of Randy Orton, this more venomous Randy Orton, which they had matches left and right, an I Quit match, and, well, they had this, well, 60-minute Iron Man match. Well, they had sorts of matches, which, well, they have Hell in a Cell match and all of those WWE matches, SummerSlam match, a normal match, a TLC match. Well, these two have fought in most of the WWE stipulated matches, no disqualification matches, so on and so forth for the World Championship by that time. And, well, after their feud in 2009, while Randy Orton turned face in 2010, and while John Cena is still a babyface in 2010, though, well, these two didn't feud in 2010, but they were actually involved in one's feud, and that is, well, John Cena versus the Nexus, with Randy Orton being the champion. But yeah, he is more of a, well, he's more of a supportive role, even if him being the champion, because, well, the focus is on John Cena and the Nexus and Cena's employment status, if he is free or fired. So yeah, that's their rivalry throughout in 2010, somehow, some forth. Well, they also fought in the WWE Championship matches, but they are both baby faces. So yeah. Fast forward to 2013, Randy Orton recently turned heel by aligning with the Authority. Triple H also turned heel. By this time, well, the Authority has been implementing the Best for Business slogan, and, well, they're actually making heels, well, look better, and, well, they're actually having these promos on the start of the episode of Monday Night Raw. Yeah, the 2013 up to 2015 Monday Night Raw, with the Authority having a 20-minute promo or 10 to 20 minutes. So yeah, while during this time, while Randy Orton was a heel, these two actually feuded now for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, which actually started with John Cena challenging Randy Orton for a unification match, which, while Cena lose that unification match, thus Randy Orton becoming the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and the World Heavyweight Championship being later defunct after, well, not WrestleMania but SummerSlam 2014. The title didn't appear on television as a championship. Well, they actually had the title and Ric Flair ceremony, but yeah, later on the World Heavyweight Championship was replaced by the Universal Championship. So yeah, and then, well, they had this feud, and then, well, they had this mini feud in 2017 with John Cena, Wyatt family, and all of those stuff, and then Randy Orton betraying Bray Wyatt, and then while John Cena having other stuff at WrestleMania, I think. So yeah, by the time while they didn't had that much interaction after, because while John Cena has been in Hollywood on and off, going to WWE, having a part-time schedule for Randy Orton, while ever since 2002 he is having a full-time schedule in the WWE. So I hope you all like this video. Like, comment below, share, subscribe for more wrestling topics and while wrestling related videos in my channel.